Did you ever scroll to social media and think, how do they afford that? You're not alone. With the richest 1% in the US holding more wealth than the bottom 90% combined. It's no wonder many of us feel financially behind. Let's explore 6 surprising reasons why you might feel this way and how to stop the comparison game right now. Often we compare ourselves to others. We especially look at those who have it better than we do. They might have a luxury car, a beautiful house, more money in the bank, and a lifestyle full of luxury. On the other hand, we can also compare ourselves to those who have less than we do, who appear less successful. It's natural for us to compare ourselves to those who have more, because we find them easier to notice. My name is Zara, and on this channel I share tips and tricks about personal finance, investing, and adopting frugal ways of living. Starting off with the first one, which everyone will go through sooner or later, is making upwards comparisons. But there is a big catch. When we look up to others, it often turns out to be nothing more than the illusion we create. Take Susan and Bob as example. 2 neighbors with vastly different financial habits. Bob drives a flashy 2024 Ford Mustang with $1,500 monthly payment, but his salary is only $3,000. On the other hand, we have Susan. She has a modest Toyota Yaris with a $500 payment, and she earns $5,000 each month. Susan might envy Bob's car, but she's investing her extra income into the stock market, setting herself up for a more secure and financial future. This concept applies to student loans as well. The average student loan debt in the US is $38,000. Young adults says the burden of a student loans prevents of them making financial and life decisions. 44% delaying investment in retirement, 32% postpone buying a home, and 40% even delay their marriage because of your student loan. This can lead to struggling to make ends meet each month and falling into a vicious circle of debt due to the high interest rates. Debt can create the illusion of success, but in reality, it leads to long-term misery. You would only need to make one comparison, and that is who is truly investing in their future. These people will make the difference. Look more towards who spend money on skills, on personal development, on acquiring financial intelligence. These are often investments that don't look to be impressive at first, but these things will actually make a difference in someone's life. Such investments will greatly reduce someone's costs and obligations, and that will add value to their life. This will give you more satisfaction from your own personal finances. You don't know what you stand for. Let's get in the second reason you might feel financially behind. You don't have a clear vision of your own goals. This can lead to constant comparison with others, leaving you a feeling of inadequate. To give an example, I decided to reduce my working days to spend more time on YouTube. I went from 4 working days to 3 working days, feeling the salary difference directly in my finances. Meanwhile, my friends who are still working have increased their work days and earn more money than I do. Some were already looking into buying houses or planning expensive trips around the world, and I chose to go in a completely different direction. I'm investing my free time in developing a skill. I believe a valuable skill can give me so much more than an endlessly working job for my boss. It was tough at the start, of course, I will admit, but I do find satisfaction in working on YouTube because I know it will pay off on the long term. You must reflect on what core values are important to you. If I didn't, I would always be comparing myself to other people in my life. Otherwise, I wouldn't have saved 100K by the age of 28. You must live for yourself and your core values. Then you will lead a life that is unique to your vision. By doing this, you will become happier in life. Otherwise, you will always feel behind because you're not living your dream life. You can find happiness in investing, in learning a new skill, or personal development, or maybe traveling the world. Or perhaps buying the latest car and keeping up with a new fashion style. Both are fine. None of them are wrong. You can go wrong as long as you know what makes you happy and choose accordingly. I'm the type of person who enjoys like cooking at home with my partner or go on movies during the week and traveling together, having more time to spend with my family now they are young. By working from home and being independent, I will be there for my children in the future. This is my vision of life. And don't feel trapped. You are free to change your life at any time. I can also change my mind and adopt the different core values. I live more for the sense of fulfillment, and that generally makes me happy. You don't need to have everything in this life either. You aren't learning. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the best-selling personal finance book of all time, said, "Don't say, 'I can't afford it.' Ask yourself, how can I afford it?" Challenge yourself with this question instead of resigning to something being beyond your reach. You will find benefits from it and discover solutions you didn't exist. Often, when we see someone who appears successful, we think, "Whoa, they are just so lucky," or "they have opportunities which I don't have." But often these people work extremely hard behind the scenes. I have a good friend who built a successful business. And when I spoke with him about his business, he told me about his years of hard work without seeing immediately results. Consider investing. For example, many people don't even know what compound interest is. It almost sounds too good to be true, but you can earn money just by putting your money to work. Most people refrain from doing it out of fear of losing their money. But those who do it end up saving huge amount without much effort. Learn from others. Everyone has something they are good at. But listening to people with experience, you can avoid so much big mistakes and get on the right track faster. This will accelerate your growth and development in ways you wouldn't achieve without asking questions. You're forgetting the trade-offs. How often do you see someone on social media and think, "Whoa, what an amazing and easy life that person has"? Trust me, I have thought that too. But when I dug deeper, you do be surprised by the amount of work these people put in. For instance, you might see someone going on vacation every so now and then. You only see the moments they are celebrating on vacation. But now, the months they are hardly eat out or do everything at home, we usually don't see the sacrifices people make to live like that. Maybe they have a cheap car, a small old house, live on budget during the week, and hardly buy any clothes. Social media is an example of this. People only show the highlights of their lives and not the struggles. The choices these people make are not easy, and not everyone would make them. That's why you shouldn't compare your worst moment with someone's best moment. If you see there is another tough battle going on, you will see you're not the only one. That's why social media is one big lie. Everyone shows each other the best and the most perfect life they have. You're following the wrong competition. When it seems like everyone around you is doing better, it's easy to feel like you need to compete. Recently, while I was working on a new marketing plan for my small business, I noticed a competitor launching a similar campaign. Instead of viewing them as a rival, I reached out to them and we decided to collaborate, combining our ideas and resources. This partnership made our campaign stronger and benefited both of our businesses. This experience taught me that teamwork often achieves more than trying everything on your own. It's a reminder that collaboration often leads to better outcomes for everyone involved. You haven't focused on you for a while. When was the last time you looked at your spending and thought, "This truly makes me happy"? Making an Excel spreadsheet and budgeting everything isn't everything. Almost not doing fun things just to save up, being a big control freak. But don't forget, money is also there to make you happy, to make your life easier. So spend on that what makes you happiness and what gives you satisfaction too. Part of managing your finances is also about enjoying what you have earned. When you calculate money for things that genuinely bring you joy, you will find more satisfaction in your financial decisions. By focusing on your own financial journey and building confidence, you will spend less time comparing yourself to the others. By focusing on your own financial journey and building confidence, you will spend less time comparing yourself to others and feeling envious. Take some time this weekend for yourself. Treat yourself to something that truly makes you happy. Whereas enjoying a nice meal, indulging in a beloved hobby, a small treat, or even a moment to carefully review your monthly expenses. Choose something that truly adds value to your life. By doing so, you will discover greater happiness in your personal journey and reduce the urge to compare yourself with others. Remember, financial success isn't about having more. It's about managing what you have wisely. And if you're focusing on your personal journey, if you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below and you plan to stop comparing yourself to the others.